Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I hope everybody is well and it's the start of 2021. So I wanted to sit down and talk about my craft plans for the upcoming year. I've got some immediate plans that I'm going to be doing, which are some projects, and then I'm going to talk about my larger plans, the plans that I've had on my list of things that I've wanted to do for ages and just haven't got round to, and these are really big projects. So I'm hoping to get most of these at least started, and definitely I want to get some of them finished. So grab yourself a brew, make sure you're nice and comfy, and we can talk about what I'm hoping to achieve in 2021. So the first thing that I want to do over the course of 2021 is I want to finish my bathroom. Now, I've done a lot of crafts for my bathroom. It's nearly finished. I've got a few extra ones that I want to finish, and I'm going to concentrate on that mostly at the beginning of the year. So there's going to be a lot of home decor pieces that I'm going to be making and some bits and bobs that I'm also going to film for you guys. So the first thing that I want to do for my next project, which will be on Monday, which will be my first project of the year, will be this wrought iron kind of wall hanging that I want to create above my display in my bathroom. So the bathroom where I'm going to put it, I'll show you a picture now. So my plan is I want to create this wall piece of art for above where there is space above everything that I've got at the moment, and I want it to look like it's wrought iron, and I'm going to do this out of paper mache. Now, I saw a picture on Pinterest not even last year, the year before that, and I really liked this piece that was on the wall. I'll show you the picture that I saw. So the top section where it's got like the filigree raw iron piece, that's what I want to try and create. It's going to be completely different though. It's going to be in my style. I want it to be a lot bigger than that as well. And my plan is that I'm going to be doing that in paper mache. So that's what I'm going to be working on over the next week. I'm going to use tin foil to make it and then cover it in paper mache. I'm going to paint it black. And then I'm also going to decorate with some flowers and floral just to tie it all in with my bathroom. So that's going to be my first project of the year. Then another project that I want to do is I bought some Christmas baubles from Poundland. I showed them in my Poundland haul, and they were these large Christmas baubles. And I said that I was going to do a garland with these for Christmas, and that's my plan. I got a set of, I think I got 6 like roundish ones in different colours, and my plan is that I'm going to use them for that. But I've got 2 that was of a different shape, and I knew I wanted to do something for my bathroom for these, so I've got 2 of these. They're a bit of a different colour, but my plan is that I want to actually turn these upside down. I want to create a base for them. And then I've also got 2 cherubs that I bought a long time ago from a charity shop, and I think I paid £1 for each of them, and I want them to sit on the top. Then I'm going to spray paint all this black. I'm going to do some detail in between the ridges. I think I'm going to do gold beads. I'm either going to do gold beads or I'm going to do pearl garland. I'm not 100% sure. But then I need to create something for the cherub to sit on, and I'm basically going to build a cage around it, pop some flowers around the bottom, and I want to do 2 of these so they can sit at the end of the bath on each side. And I just thought they would look really nice. So I'm planning to do that in the next coming couple of weeks. I need to get some beads from somewhere. I normally get my beads from second-hand shops, charity shops. I normally buy cheap old necklaces that have a lot of beads on them and take them apart. But obviously we're in lockdown at the moment, tier 4, so nowhere is open. So I think I'm going to order some offline, and then I can do that as well. And I think that'll be a really nice project once it's finished. I just need to figure out how I want the cherubs to sit on top. So that'll be coming up in the near future. And then the last thing that I want to do in the bathroom that I've planned is I showed in my last video, which was my AliExpress haul, that I bought some tile stickers, and these are them. And these are to go on the top of my tiles. Now, I've mentioned that I already have tile stickers around the top of the bath and at the top of the sink, and it's a Paris theme. It's all Paris buildings. and these are to go on the tiles that are above that. It's quite a large, well, the wall, most of the wall is covered in tiles, so that's for that. And then I mentioned that I was waiting for some gold tape to turn up, and it turned up yesterday, and this is the gold tape. So my plan is to stick one of these in between each of the tiles where the tiles meet, and then along where the grout is, I'm going to be using this, and then I'm going to do some kind of design to match it on the front of the bath panel so it all ties together, and I will be doing a video showing me how I do that as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited to do this, so that'll definitely be coming up very soon. And then I've got some other projects that I've got planned for the bathroom, but for now I'm just going to concentrate on them three and then see where we get up to and what we need to do next. Obviously, in between all these, I'm going to be doing a lot more crafts. I'm going to be trying to do 2 a week like I did at the beginning of last year. And we'll just see how far we get on with what I've got in my craft stash. But the next things that I'm going to be working on, and these are going to be more bigger projects that are going to be split into separate videos, and are going to take quite a long time. And the main one that I'm going to be working on, obviously, if you've watched my channel, is my garden diorama. So this was 24 inches by, I think it was 24 inches by 20 inches, I'm not too sure, when I started it, and then I decided that I wanted to make it bigger and put a pathway around the outside. I'll show you where I'm up to. Made it even bigger now, and it just fits underneath my coffee table. So once it's complete, it's going to live under my coffee table until I decide what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking of either trying to see if I can donate it to a school or something, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this thing, but it's absolutely massive. So my plan is to carry on working on that. I already started the next part. I mentioned it in my previous videos that I'm doing a wrought iron fence. I'm using toothpicks as well as card and beads, and I just wanted to show you what I'm doing at the moment. So I've only done a couple of these because it takes a long time, but this is basically what I'm making. So this is all from cocktail sticks, and I've measured the distance in between each of these. Everything is exactly the same. So every single one that I'm going to make is exactly the same in size, and the gaps are the same. So it's taking quite a long time because I have to measure each section of the cocktail stick and then glue it in place. So I've got quite a lot of these to make. I've made a couple, I've got some that are half made, and then what I want to do with these is I'm going to paint them all black, and I want to have some sections in between each of these squares here and at the top as well, and I'm going to do them gold. And then I'm also going to put beads on the top as well to create the tops of the posts, and they will be painted gold as well. And then I also want to use some card, which I'm going to curl to make a design in this section as well. So it's going to be really ornate, gold and black, and I've got quite a lot of these to make, so that will be the next video. And yeah, it's just taking a lot of time. I do a bit every night while I'm watching a bit of TV, and hopefully I'll be able to get that finished at some point soon. Then when that's done, I want to do the lights, and then I want to start putting in the trees and the bushes, and I'm going to make all the plants myself. I've said that I'm going to do that in the past. I did get 2 stencils or 2 cake molds from, I got these ones off, I got these ones off AliExpress. I wasn't too sure if I got them off Wish or AliExpress, but I got them off AliExpress. And one of them is this one, which is a fern. And these ones are going to be too large, but these ones should be all right. So I'm going to use clay, or I'm going to use flexible filler that I get from Poundland, and I'm going to make these individual leaves, and then I'm going to glue them together to make bushes. And then I also got this one, which are little leaves, and I'm going to use these smaller ones, and these are going to be the leaves for the climbing plants up the side of the walls. So that's my next steps. There's a lot to make in this garden diorama. I don't think I'm going to get it finished this year. It'll probably be next year because I want to absolutely fill it. I want it to look like a real garden. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done in it. I did start a section long before I did my steampunk balloon, which I'll put a picture in here for you. And I started this and then I put it away while I did my steampunk balloon, and then I needed to finish it. Now this is going to be the main section for inside the garden diorama. The only thing was, when I started filming this, I filmed it on my old phone and the quality of the picture is really not good, and I was umming and ahhing if I should continue where I'm up to or start again with my new camera. And I think I'm going to start again with my new camera. But for the main section of the garden diorama, I was building a little summer house. So this was where I got up to. It's a shame because I've got all the window frames made and everything, and it fits together like this, and it will open so you'll be able to see inside it. And yeah, I'm not too sure what to do. I don't know whether to start from the beginning again. And then I've got the outside window frames, which would have gone on like so. So I don't know whether to start again or upload the part that I've already filmed that's not very good quality. So let me know what you think. It was a lot of work that I spent on this, measuring, cutting, doing the window frames. I don't know if I'd be able to take the window frames out. To be honest, if I can take the window but then again, I still need to show you how to make them. So I'm not too sure what I should do. I don't know whether I should start again or, yeah, or carry on where I'm up to. So that's why I haven't done anything else with that, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. And that's everything that I'm going to be doing on the garden diorama up to now that I've got planned. That's my starting point. My next main projects that I want to start, and this I want to do for spring, I bought this tub from a charity shop and I paid £1 for it, and I really liked it. I wasn't too keen on the butterfly, but I thought, well, at least I can do is turn it around and use the back. And my plan for this is I wanted to make a little spring basket, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it steampunk. So I did my steampunk balloon, and that was the first thing that I ever made in a steampunk style. And now I wanted to do a steampunk rabbit. So my plan is I'm going to build a little, well, I say little, it's going to probably be about this big, steampunk rabbit. And I want to do some steampunk carrots and some eggs and basket and stuff like that, and fill it up. And I'm going to be making it out of empty drink cans. Now I don't drink fizzy drinks, I don't drink cans of drinks, so I've been asking people to save them for me, and they have been doing, and I've got quite a few now. And my plan is I'm going to cut these up and create a steampunk bunny and some carrots and some bits and bobs to fill this basket. So I've got some pictures that I've been looking at on Pinterest just for some ideas, so I'll pop a few pictures in here so you can see kind of what I'm going for. And yeah, I'm excited to do this. I don't know how easy it is going to be to glue all this together and cut it all up. And yeah, I'm going to be using the inside, so it'll be silver, and then I've got rose gold spray paint and bronze spray paint and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to start to work on that. That will definitely be in sections. I'm going to do the carrots for one video, and then the rabbit's going to be over a few videos. I want to make him a nice little fabric jacket with a little watch and a little hat, and yeah, a little cane, and I'm gonna really deck him out all steampunk in style. And yeah, I'm excited to get that cracking and get that done for spring. So I'm going to be starting that very soon, I think, because I need to get on to doing that. So that's my plan for that one. Then I've mentioned a couple of times in some previous videos about doing a doll repaint, and I was going to do it for Halloween just gone, but I just didn't have time to even start it. And this year I am definitely going to try and get it done for Halloween this year. It doesn't need to be done for Halloween. It could be something that's done at any time of the year, but I think it's quite Halloween in style that I want to do. So I picked up a cheap doll from a charity shop, and I love watching doll repaint videos. It's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. The amount of work that goes into it is absolutely amazing, and I just love all the details and everything that they do. So yeah, I want to give my own one a go. My plan for my doll is I want to do a Raven Queen. So she is going to be all in black, all beaded, mask, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing it. And my idea is that I wanted to stand in the center of a diorama which I want to make, and it's going to be a mountain of raven skulls. And yeah, I want to put some dead trees in it and make it look really spooky. And yeah, I got a mold from AliExpress to do the skulls. Too sure if I'm going to use resin or if I'm going to use the flexible filler for the molds. I'm not too sure if that will work, but I've got a lot of skulls to make, and yeah, I'm really excited for doing that. So that hopefully will be a video that I get to do this year as well. Another project that I'd like to do for Halloween is I want to make a witch's potions cabinet. Now, I started collecting bottles from charity shops, just plain glass bottles with lids or tops or some without, because I'll put my own on. But I want it to basically open up and it be completely full with potions and lotions and all different things like that. And I want it to be kind of like octopus ink and unicorn hair, and each bottle is going to be completely different and decorated to match what's in it. So I know, for instance, I'm definitely going to do octopus ink, and I want to do a clay sculpture of an octopus that goes all the way around the bottle and fill it with black ink so that it looks like what it is, and put labels on it and make it look old. And I know that I want to do dragon's blood, I want to do unicorn hair like I said, and just loads of different things. So I'm looking for different ideas of bottles that I can do and what I can decorate them with, and it's going to be a long project, and I'm really looking forward to doing that one. I'm not too sure if you'll want to see me do each individual bottle. If you let me know in the comments if you do, or if you just want me to do one or two and then you kind of get the idea of how I've done it, or if you do really want to see a step-by-step how I do each bottle. And then I'm going to completely decorate the box with like rats and snakes and all different things, spiders, and yeah, I want it to be quite a large one, and I just think it would be a really nice Halloween display at some point once it's completely finished. So yeah, I'm planning on doing that as well. Another project that I want to do for Halloween, and I did mention just Halloween gone that there was a lot of large projects that I wanted to do and I didn't get around to doing any of them, but the last one that I've picked to do, I've got a list of Halloween projects that are really large, and I've just picked 3 for this year. Is I want to do a paper mache pumpkin house, and I want it to be quite large, and it's going to sit in obviously a diorama, and I want it to be kind of like half pumpkin and half house. So it's going to be like they're building into the pumpkin, and I just thought it'd be a really cool, sweet idea. And yeah, I haven't really thought too much more than that, and I need to come up with some ideas of how exactly that I want it to look. But yeah, I really am looking forward to that one as well. To be honest, I'm looking forward to them all. I love sitting down and creating and coming up with some ideas and then trying to make them using what I've got in my house and a few bits that I can pick up from Poundland and charity shops. So like I said, I always find inspiration everywhere, and I try and come up with different ideas that I don't think people have seen before. So yeah, I'm excited for that one as well. I did mention last year that I wanted to do Cinderella's pumpkin cart, and that is what I'm going to hopefully do this year. And I'm going to definitely be using one of the Poundland Halloween glass pumpkins that they had last year. These were £2. I got 2 of them. I wish I had got 3. I wanted 2 to keep just for display, and then I realised when I was actually showing these that this is what I was going to use to do Cinderella's cart. And these are absolutely stunning. I went back in to see if I could get more, and they didn't have any left. So hopefully this year they'll have them again. and I can get some more, but I am definitely going to use one for Cinderella's pumpkin cart, and this is going to sit in the center. And then I'm going to actually build the cart bit all around it. It's going to be very ornate, it's going to be gold, it's going to be covered in pearls and gems, and yeah, it's going to be very sparkly and very girly. I've been looking at Pinterest at Cinderella carts, and I've got a couple of pictures, so I'll show you the kind of thing that I'm going for. And I'm not too sure, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the horses as well. So I'm going to do the cart and 2 horses to go with it, so it's like a full thing. And I have been looking at last year in the charity shops to see if I could find 2 horses that were exactly the same. I'm probably going to have to buy them brand new. I want them to be exactly, well, the same size at least. And I'm going to decorate them, and I'm going to put like an ornate gold saddle on, and like braided the hair and put beads in, and I'm going to make it look really really nice and special and sparkly. So yeah, that's going to be another project that I'm going to attempt this year. My other thing that I was planning on doing, which I kind of started last year, and that is my wizard tower. I mentioned that I wanted to do an enchanted forest diorama, and that is my plan. It's going to be probably the biggest diorama that I'm going to make. It's going to be bigger than the garden diorama. It's going to probably be twice the size, or maybe 3 times the size as the garden diorama. And I made some miniature statues or stone looking statues last year out of polystyrene cups and some Christmas decorations. So these are what they look like. And what I did was I made the base out of cardboard and then covered it in polystyrene cups. This is a polystyrene ball, and then this is just a Christmas decoration, and then carved into it using a pencil to give it the cracked effect. Painted it all in grey and added sand to the mixture to give it that stone effect, and then I just added some fake moss to them. I made 2 of them. So I had the 2, and these are to go at the front of my wizard's tower that I want to make for the enchanted forest. So this year I want to at least start to make the wizard's tower, depending on how far I get with the garden diorama. And then once the wizard tower is complete, I can start to work on the rest of the enchanted forest. There's going to be a lot of trees, there's going to be a lot of broken statues, and I just want to make it look really awesome and really detailed. And it's definitely going to be my biggest diorama that I'm probably ever going to make, because once I've made this, I think I'm just going to do smaller ones from then on. But yeah, I'm going to have the 2 big ones going at once, my garden diorama and the enchanted forest. But I'm not going to start working on the enchanted forest until I've started getting a little bit further with my garden diorama. I've got so many plans for things that I want to do. I just wish there was more hours in the day. It's a little bit harder at the moment because obviously it gets dark really early, and I don't have artificial like spotlights or anything like that when I film. I just use natural lighting. So once it starts to go dark, I have to stop filming. So once we get back up to summer, I'll be able to work later on into the evening, which means that I can get a lot more done than what I can get done at the moment. So there's going to be a lot smaller projects at the moment, and then we'll get on to doing my bigger projects towards the later part of the year. So the last big project that I want to start this year is my Christmas village. Now, not Christmas just gone, the Christmas before, I did start to make a Christmas village, and it was only a couple of months after I started crafting, and I did make a few sections. I will pop the pictures in here. And I absolutely love what I made. I love the little forest scene with the deer, I love the church, and I love the little log cabins. Now, when I started them, I'd only just started crafting, so now that I've been crafting another year on top of that, I feel like my crafting techniques have gotten so much better, and I want to restart my Christmas village. So I'm happy that I made them 3 pieces, but I want to make them more in a diorama kind of style. So I've been looking at pictures of Christmas villages, and once I find one that I absolutely love, I'm going to try and recreate it. So I've put a few examples up here for you. And I want to make a complete Christmas village starting from scratch. So that is my plan for Christmas this year. I'm obviously going to be doing a lot of smaller Christmas crafts. I'll be doing a lot of small Halloween crafts, and then I'll be doing all my DIY crafts in between all of these projects. But I'm really excited about starting a new Christmas village, and I need to decide, once I pick a picture that I really like, or combine a couple of pictures of the ones that I really like, I'm going to start that. It's going to be a slow process. So my main big projects, my massive main big projects, is the garden diorama, the enchanted forest, and the Christmas village. And I don't think I'll get any of them finished in 2021, but I'm going to get a really good start on the garden diorama, and then start the Wizard's Tower, and then work a bit on the Christmas village. And then once the garden diorama is finished, I can then start to work on the enchanted forest a lot more. So they're my big plans for 2021, and I'm super excited for them all. You know me, I get so excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I just absolutely love creating stuff, and just getting up in the morning and getting my stuff out and then making something. And then once it's finished, it's like, that didn't exist this morning and now it exists, and I made that. And I get so excited and I'm so chuffed. And it's a massive way of just spending some time and doing something that's takes your mind off everything else that's going on. So yeah, they're my plans. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's giving you some ideas, and you're looking forward to some of the projects that I'm going to make. And yeah, I will see you all once I'm finished. Okay, bye for now.